Journey here on the Q 96.5 FM, and it's always my favorite time of the week, Wednesdays at 11, when the happiest guy in Northwest Ohio strolls in, all tanned and beautiful, gleaming muscles, probably been working out all morning, pumping iron, and, big smile on his face, and never down. I don't know I've ever seen you down. Tommy, good to see you.
I'm going home from here. I'm going to put on my first short sleeve shirt of the year.
Yeah.
And I ain't taking it off.
That's it, huh?
Till Monday when it's snowing.
Yeah.
And raining.
Yeah.
And back in the 30s.
Yeah.
Then I'm just going to lay on the floor and kick my heels and scream like a 2-year-old.
That's
what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do.
You'll be like that little mouse. Remember that poster with the eagle and the little mouse
standing
there? Yeah, that's kind of you.
Yeah.
Only in a pair of shorts and a short sleeve shirt.
Following up on that Journey song.
Yes, sir.
If I were going to be in any rock group, that'd have been the one I'd have picked.
That's it? Yeah. Oh,
well, the Beatles. I mean,
that would have been a good one.
Because that one you'd make more money on. But,
yeah, probably so. I think the Beatles made.
But I like the Journey's music.
Yeah. I agree.
Speaking of music, did you happen to watch the Elton John thing on CBS Tuesday night?
No, I didn't even know.
Oh my God! You say you know? Oh, you missed one of the.
Yeah.
Seriously, one of the best musical programs I've ever seen on television.
Really?
It was unbelievable.
Now, what was I think
they had a salute to him for the Grammy.
Okay.
And they had all these other people sing his songs.
Okay.
And he and Bernie and Elton and his partner and Bernie and his wife were sitting in the front row.
Sure.
And it was unbelievable.
Wow. I missed it. I'm going to have to go back and find that one, it sounds like, huh?
Since you're this big radio star, knows all this music, I would say you just blew it, buddy.
Oh, well, it won't be the first time.
Probably not the last.
And not the last either.
Well, you blew this one.
Oh, man.
Had I known, I would have called you.
Yeah. Tuesday night. What was I doing Tuesday night? I'm sure something very important.
Oh, I'm sure. Out buying a new car? Did you get your new car?
No new cars yet.
Oh, crap. Okay.
Still got the Fusion out
there. Hey, I drove by that Camaro over there in Fort Wayne, over by Harlan.
Oh,
again, the other. That is one sharp looking
good-looking car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, why don't you buy that one?
I don't like Camaros.
Oh, well, then I thought, maybe you could have a Camaro and I could have... it's really kind of a weird story. It's been a long, strange trip.
I'm getting a little tired of it, frankly. Because we've been talking about this since the snow started flying.
I know.
Back in, September, whenever it got cold.
Anytime I go sit down with any car dealers, I always tell them, you're in for the long trip.
They're not going to retire on you.
No way in the world. I'm going for you're going to lose money on the deal, and you're going to get tired of seeing me come in here and go, nah,
It's going to take you 12 months.
Yeah.
And then you're going to make $252.
That's exactly it. If you make that, and I'll be proud, and I'll have my car, and you'll stop asking me, you got that car yet?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. It is what it is, man. It's weird because I was we were out the other day. And there were two Challengers. I've been kind of into these Challengers.
Yeah, I know. I don't like them either.
And I know you don't like Challengers.
No, because the State Patrol drives them, and
Yeah, so you're not into that at all because you and the State Patrol don't get along all that well. I got you. I understand. So I had my lovely wife in there, because initially, being the manly man that I am, I just said, oh, heck with you. If you don't like that car, I'm buying it anyway because, you got your car, I got my car. You know how that works, right? And then once I picked myself up off the floor and I realized that I'd made a serious mistake by saying that out loud and not in my head like I normally do, we went out and we found a couple of Challengers out there that we could sit in so I could show her how she would fit. Well, I put her in the first one. She fits just like a glove. Oh, this isn't all that bad. How does it ride? Do you think it rides pretty well? Yeah, it's a bigger car. A little heavier. They claim it rides really well. Not as sporty as a Camaro or a Mustang. Okay, got more room. This and that and the other. See another car that I liked. Okay, put her in that one. And son of a gun, it didn't fit at all. I mean, she couldn't get in the car, couldn't get in the front seat.
Was it another Challenger?
Yeah, same darn thing. And
same year?
Yeah, both of them brand new, sitting on a lot, and I'm sitting there going, now hold it a minute.
And then once again you said something out loud instead of in your head silently.
Exactly.
And no baby cakes, then we're in trouble.
I watched a lot of Masters by myself this weekend. Let's just say that. Okay. And everybody was happy that way.
I see. Okay.
I'm working, but I don't understand. How does the same darn car, okay, how can you fit in the passenger seat in one car and then go to the next one, the same darn car, and the seat not go back far enough to even get into the darn seat?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Talk to the car makers.
So I'm just going to have to go to something else, I think, is what it's going to be.
Pretty soon you're going to be in a school bus.
Yeah.
You keep moving up in size.
Exactly.
You're going to have a cargo van. One of them things that carry 32 people.
Exactly.
And you can hire out and drive Harry Hooter's Amish guys around to their jobs.
There you go. Darn. There we go. See, that's it. This is fate. Okay.
Oh,
I have missed out on.
I would just jump right to the cargo van and be done with it.
I think so too, and I think that's where we're going right after this.
You're not going to look quite as sexy in that,
but right.
Well, you could put pinstripes or flames on the side.
Sure, yeah, and that would enhance it at least.
Sure,
because I don't look all that sexy even in a Camaro.
Well, that's true.
I mean? So I probably am more.
You could throw you in a Corvette Z, whatever it is,
and
the women aren't going to look.
No, not at all. They'll all say
they're just going to go, "Hey, nice car."
Exactly.
Do I want to ride now?
Yeah. Is that your son's car?
Yeah.
Your grandson's car.
Your grandson's car.
Yeah. Can I meet him?
Did he let you use it?
Yeah, exactly. That's what they're going to say to him.
Yeah.
So I might as well just admit it and go do the cargo van.
Get the cargo van
or a big Mercury Montego.
Because I guarantee you, Kathy would fit in that.
Yeah, she would. Yeah.
And you sit up high.
Yeah, you do.
So you could see all the surrounding terrain.
Yeah. Yeah, she could. Yeah. So
solve the problem.
Man, I'm glad you came in today.
Me too.
I've been worrying about that all week long.
Well, I'm sorry you just didn't call me earlier.
The ultimate problem solver. See, if you just called me Tuesday night to tell me Elton John was on, we'd have solved all this a lot earlier in the week. Oh, well. Thank goodness you come in today. How's that, huh? 19 minutes after 11 o'clock, Tommy is in the building. He'll be here till noon. How about some Little River Band, Tommy? Here on the Q 96.5. Billy Joel, man, it's my life. That's what I'm telling you. That's what Tommy will tell you if you ask him. All right, Tommy? Your life, right? Mm-hmm. All yours?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's it, man.
You got
That's it. Hey, we had one
until I get around my wife, then it's her life.
Amen to that, brother. Yes, ma'am, no, man.
As long as I'm in here,
that's it, man.
It's my life.
That's exactly it. Hopefully she's not listening right now.
Yeah.
They every now and then it'll have gas.
Oops, is that on here?
Yeah, exactly. You and me have the same problem. We say it out loud every now and then when we met.
Supposed to be thinking it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I had a recommendation for a Jeep and a Winnebago. What do you think about those two opportunities there for me right now for a car?
Well, the problem with the Winnebago,
yeah,
you're not going to be able to be delivering the carpentry people because they'll just want to live in it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Very good point. Yeah.
And so you got to stay with the cargo van for that.
That'd be
What was the other idea?
A Jeep.
A Jeep. Well, now, Jeeps are for young kind of guys. They do the off-roading,
Yep.
Go out there and bounce around, get mud flying.
Yeah, those
I just don't
guys.
see you doing that. It just doesn't fit. Driving a cargo van, collecting $20 from everybody in there,
man,
that seems to fit you better.
That's even retirement income right there.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's like another Social Security check.
You've set me up for life at that.
I know.
Time. Man, that's why you were a financial planner.
So I don't know who the idea for the Winnebago and the Jeep came from, but I just gotta kind of disagree a little.
Okay, well,
just,
we will. Yep. I think we're still leaning harder for cargo van right now. Yeah.
Yep.
You're allowed to vote if you want to. Send me a message. Let me know what you think I ought to be in right at this point in time. But
and we can pinstripe it and put some flames on it.
Yeah, gosh. Yeah,
it'll look pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll take it over to Jason Deach.
Probably even cut a moonroof in it for you, since you seem to be into those.
I like moonroofs.
I hate them.
It's got to have a moonroof.
I hate them.
You're like my wife. You know what? That got in mine the other day, and I had on one of the few nice days we've had in Northwest Ohio in the last 16 years or whatever it's been since we saw the sunshine and everything.
Yeah.
And I had the moonroof open. It was a halfway decent day. I think it was over the weekend, and she popped in and she goes, "The sun's in my eyes." Close that roof.
That's exactly what I say. I hate them.
Is that you got the same
I got one on my car. It's never been open.
Oh my!
Other than the day I picked the car up.
Yep.
And they showed me how it worked. And I said, well, you don't need to go through that.
It ain't going to happen.
Because it ain't going to ever be open.
See, I have mine open even in the winter, man. I can turn, if it's a pretty day outside, even though it's 40 below zero.
But then you're looking up at the sky and you wreck your car.
Well, that's... I'm easily
What's
distracted.
The purpose of a moonroof? Explain it to me.
It's to allow the Mother Earth to be in there and make you feel better and everything.
That makes you sneeze and your eyes water. Right? So...
Okay. Yeah.
You're still wrong.
I don't have allergies though, like you do, man.
Okay, then it brings you in the dust and the dirt. Now your car's all filthy inside.
It always is filthy inside.
Well, that's true. Yours is. I've seen it. Point taken.
There you go.
Point scored.
That just speeds it up a little. The process
probably blows some of those food wrappers out.
It does. And
they get in there whirling around and pop right out the top. Yeah.
It's like one of those vacuum cleaners.
Plus, you can throw your cigarette butt right out the top.
Yeah, exactly. Just goes right on out there, man.
Right into my windshield.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's another reason I hate them.
Hey, before we go to the Beatles, twofer, man, I got to talk a little bit about this Boehner thing in marijuana. Come on, man.
I read that yesterday, and I went, well, how big a check did they write you, Johnny? Suddenly had this awakening. Yeah. Maybe what happened is, he smokes like a chimney.
Like a chimney, yeah.
And he probably was out of cigarettes.
Yeah.
And he said to one of his buddies, hey, can I borrow one?
Yeah.
And they went, sure, here's one for you. And he smoked it and he went, man, these are better than Marlboros. and then the guy said, well, that was one of them Mary Joanna things.
Yeah, one of them.
And John went, cigarettes. I'm on board.
Yeah, exactly.
I can smoke and get high at the same time.
And they're going to pay me.
And they're going to write me a big check. Wow. I don't know why we never get deals like that.
You know what? Two nice guys like you and me, you would think. I mean, if John Boehner can pull that deal off, either one of us ought to be able to do that.
You would think.
You would think. Hey, it's about 17 before noon. Time for a couple from the Fab Four here on the Q. Time to take a break. Here comes two in a row from the... Me here for just a little bit longer here because the judge makes him come in. A number of people have asked me, Tommy, you know, why does a guy who has a wonderful retired career, you know, like yours going on, where you can do anything you want, you know, and you got plenty of money, all the good looks and all that kind of good stuff, why would he show up and hang out with me on a Thursday?
Work release.
Exactly. That's what I kept telling him. I said, you know.
Community service.
We got fortunate.
They said, you can go pick up junk along the road, or you can go spend an hour with Funderdome. And I went, if the junk along the road weren't outside in bad weather, I'd do that. But at least this is inside.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Right.
And I understand that, and you remind me of that all the time
Yep.
when you come in here. You know, I'm only in here, by gum, because it's cold outside.
That's right.
And another
well, I'd
6
be
months-
picking up junk along the road.
That's exactly right. Hey, I found one here.
I only have 15 more years of the sentence.
Well, there you go. So I only have to work for 15 more years.
Right.
That's good. I'm in for it. I signed up. I'm here, man.
Okay.
I found one, Tommy. Look at this. So you know, yeah, you get involved with all these little swap groups on Facebook and everything. Here's one that just showed up, and I think I've got the answer to my prayers here.
Okay.
Okay.
We got
it. Is a 1972 Olds 98 455 automatic. How's that?
Woo-hoo.
Ooh, it's a classic. How's that?
It was a classic.
$1,200. All right. Now here's the description, and I showed you the picture. Doesn't run, but will turn over. Okay. No keys, but I have.
How does it turn over without a key?
I don't know. Okay.
It's got a hand crank? I didn't know they put hand cranks on that 457 or whatever that is.
Yeah, 455.
455, whatever.
Selling for motor and transmission. Car is in rough shape.
You showed me the picture of the door open.
Yeah.
It looks like somebody was murdered on that front seat.
There you go.
I can tell you, if you're interested in that car, do not buy it for the upholstery.
Exactly. Yeah.
No because doubt. Something bad
happened there.
Bad happened on that front seat.
No doubt about it, man. It looked nasty, didn't it? Huh?
Yes.
But it's bigger. It's big enough. I mean, I could fit in it.
Yeah, you could fit in it.
And my wife would fit in it nicely and be comfortable
but
as
then
well.
we'd have to go buy a tow truck to get it down the road.
Exactly. And maybe you had to jump it there, you know, like they do when they steal cars. You know, you have to pop the steering column.
Seems like an Olds deal. A GM dealer could come up with a key for that.
You think so? You know what?
And again, how do they know it turns over if they don't have a key?
I don't. You know, he's a car guy. He figured it out. I guess screwdriver. He got a screwdriver and got it made happen.
Hot wired it.
He did something, man. But it does look like. Maybe the guy he killed told him that before he shot him.
It could be. It could be.
I don't know what happened there.
But my question is, if it doesn't run, who's going to buy it for the motor?
Yeah. Good.
I mean, I'm just asking.
You know what? That's why I bring you in here entirely every week, because you offer some intelligent insight.
Now, this thing doesn't run, but I'm selling it for the motor.
That's it. So, there you go. Give me $1,200 and get it out.
And it won't roll down the highway, but I'm selling it for the transmission.
That's it. Exactly. Yeah.
Those are the two good things about it.
Bring a trailer and a crane, and you can put it on that trailer and take it home today.
But I would rip the front seat out and leave it.
I think you would be too. That would be a good idea.
It looks nasty.
It does look nasty. Well, we're back to the cargo van. I think.
Okay.
All right. Well, next time you see me, probably there'll be a cargo van sitting out in the parking lot.
I'll go run out to Chip and pick one up and bring it by. Let you test drive it.
Boy, there you go. Good idea.
He's got some out there.
He's got a cargo van out there?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
He's got everything.
He got plenty of stuff out there, Brian Ford. I know. Yeah, he does. Okay, well, bring me a cargo van. Let's give it a try, and then we'll take it over to Jason Deach and paint flames on it and have him put a sunroof in it for me. And we're ready to go. And that'll be the new Thunderbird mobile there is at that point in time. How's
you
that?
could paint the Funderdome down the side.
Ooh. Yeah.
Daily.
Yeah.
9 to 1.
Yeah.
QCT.
Yep.
Maybe QCT give you a little advertising dollars.
Yeah. Good idea. I like that idea. Susie's right in the hallway out there. As you're leaving, ask her about that, would you?
Yeah, she'll be glad to kick in a few bucks.
I'm sure she will be.
Yeah.
I'm sure she will be. What's up for the weekend there, Thomas? What should people be aware of that's going on that the Reeds are going to be part of this weekend?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot?
Nope. Next Tuesday is both Cindy and I's birthday.
Oh, I forgot about that. You guys both have the same birthday.
Yeah, you need to, cough up something.
Yeah, I do, don't I?
And I don't mean that literally.
Like last year?
I mean, I'm using cough up in the gifting sense, not in the sense. I got a dog that does that.
Yeah, you don't need me to do
No, I don't need you to spit up.
Tuesday night. Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
You know what? That still is mind-boggling to me that you two have the same birthday. I mean, did you hunt her out? You searched the world?
Well, I said, when I found out she had the same birthday, I said, well, would you marry me? Because now I can't get in trouble for forgetting your birthday.
Yeah, exactly.
It's that simple.
Yeah, no doubt. Man, you are... See, again, that's why I idolize you. You know?
Always thinking.
You are always thinking.
Because if there's one thing you get in trouble for, it's forgetting the wife's birthday.
Amen to that.
Now, if I ever looked at her and hadn't got her a gift and said, where's my birthday gift?
Sure.
I'd be dead. Because that would mean I forgot her birthday.
Yes,
which happens to be the same as mine.
Yeah, exactly.
But I remembered mine. But not hers.
That'd be hard to
That's
do.
the danger in this whole system.
That is the danger in this whole system.
Yeah.
Well, Thomas, it's good to have you as always. Thank you for all.
Oh, it's always nice being had.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Go find me a cargo van, will you?
Okay, I'm on my job.
All right. Thirsty Thursday. Tommy's on his way out the door, man. It is about 1 minute before high noon. Time for the news break here on the Q 96.5.